you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you, I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York
City. Hey, everybody. A mess. Wow. Melba Moore was, she has a really, really interesting story. And I wish that this was a one-woman show that was like touring the country and stuff. Melba just came to the show about 5 months ago, which is why I didn't feel like going through the whole spiel, Michael Michelle, and, what all happened and everything. I mean, if you were here last time, you were here, you heard it. If not, it almost seemed like too close in visits to repeat it. But the reason that I had her here today is because she is a woman that I just didn't like how her story was back in the day. With Michael Michelle, I'll say alleged, but people know. And her husband at the time, and then the divorce papers served in a really messed up way. And then Melba and her son with her husband Charlie, daughter rather, Charlie, had to go on welfare. In the meantime, Michael Michelle and the ex-husband Charles Higgins, I believe his name is, he was a record executive, luxuriate, off the money. And that was back in like 1991 or something like that. Right at the cusp of like a New Jack City. New Jack City was not out yet. Nobody knew who Michael Michelle was. But Michael Michelle, you know her. What show is she on right now, Zoe? Do you know? Yes, that's it. Kevin Hill, the light-skinned girl, black girl with the blue eyes, a beautiful girl. She prefers Carolina Herrera on the red carpet. Not that that's germane to you, but I remember stupid things like that. Anyway, so now here we have a decade and a half past, and she's just had a baby by a married man who's now in the process of getting divorced after his wife found out about it. Jimmy Rodriguez, who owns all the Jimmy's restaurants, not anymore. All those restaurants have closed down. Then it was a big thing in the newspaper about how he wasn't paying his bills to take care of the food and whatever. So what she did to Melba Moore, in a way, has just been done to her. I mean, fortunately, she's making money. She's working on Kevin Hill. She can take care of and be a single mother by herself. But the pain you caused another woman is that same pain that's coming back to you. How does it feel? Melba's doing her one-woman show. It's her autobiographical musical with a play. And without naming names and whatnot, I guess she's too much of a lady for that, or she's too far removed from it, which I understand, putting the pain, compartmentalizing it and storing it in a shoebox on the top of your closet. You don't think about it. But for 3 weeks, and already a week has passed, she's going to be doing this one-woman play until April 17th. And I'm going to give you guys the telephone number, and I would encourage you to go see it. She's really got quite the interesting life. I mean, that story alone is high drama. Oh, my God. And then she was telling me, she just left here about an hour ago. And then she was telling me that a lot of the stuff that her ex-husband was doing and Michael Michelle, she didn't know about because she was so busy living life, making it happen, surviving as an entertainer. She wasn't reading the newspapers and paying attention. She said a lot of what she learned about the relationship she learned from me on the radio. Back then, I was with, Ken Webb, and then remember in the morning, you all, I was the Nutrisystem girl. I'd be dishing the dirt. I mean, if you've been riding that long, then you'll remember, it was only 2 little segments that I had in the morning show back then. And then I did the traffic, remember?
Damn.
You remember I did the traffic?
Yeah. Just the dirt.
Mm-hmm. One thing I remember about the traffic is it used to be sponsored by AMCO, but I used to say AAMCO, but it wasn't that AAMCO, it was the AMCO gas. AAMCO is I think the muffler place.
Wait, the gas.
I don't know. It wasn't the right AMCO, but I knew the jingle, so I would be like AAMCO. Remember Ann Tripp when she used to do the news and whatnot?
Yeah. Used to be a horn, AAMCO.
MCO. And that's what I used to do in the traffic. I only had a moment to shine. Every 10 minutes I'd read the traffic. And once during the show at 7:35, I dished the dirt. So I had to do it so that you all would remember, so I didn't just sound like any old traffic chick or any dirt lady. So, I would do it with a bit of extravagance.
Right now.
And try to come hard with the stories so that at least you remember. Jeff and Ken weren't trying to let anybody shine back then. You know what I'm saying? I saw hating them 100 miles a minute. I'd have to try to fend for myself. I just made it the best traffic. 2 snaps up in the traffic, y'all. I'm Wendy Williams. I'll be back in 10. Traffic would be dead wrong because I wasn't a traffic girl.
So you made it up.
Well, I get the traffic, but if it didn't fit my script, I'd read it the way I want.
She look outside the window.
Yeah. All that. Because there was no shift for me. So I said, okay, we like you. So, we're going to make something up for you. We're going to get rid of the traffic service. We're going to put you in on traffic. I'm like, traffic? They'll be faxing it over from Metro Traffic once an hour or whatever. So you do the traffic. And then, and I made up my own Dish the Dirt. And my boss at that time, who happens to be my boss now, said, all right, then you dish the dirt. And I made up the name Dish in the Dirt and the whole bit. And then it was all I was doing, so I had to make it extravagant. So I would do it with, a bit of over-the-top fabulosity. Oh. Everything was wrong about the traffic, though. And the Dish the Dirt. Remember my theme music? Da-da-da-da-da-da.
From Entertainment Tonight?
Yes.
Wow.
And Ken wouldn't participate because Ken was old school and didn't like talking about people because they were all his friends, like Bill Cosby and Melba Moore and all them. Back then, like Patti LaBelle and stuff. Ken Webb. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ken. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So he wouldn't participate. I'm sitting here telling great stories. I expect somebody to collabo. Nobody collabo. That's how it would be. I'd be looking around the room for somebody to say something. Nobody'd say anything. Like, damn. Hate 100 miles a minute. That's how it was. That was my struggle. That's how I got so, I guess, if you call it good, that's how I got so good to talking to myself. Because even when I was in a room with other people, it was like, am I telling you a story while putting people on blast? Oh, well.
It is
it's my story.
Put that where?
And I guess nobody thought I'd still be around to tell it. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? If it was up to certain people, I guess I wouldn't. I'd be high, left in a ditch, toothless, to never tell the story. Instead, they'd be telling the story on me. Oh, I forgot. I wasn't supposed to count enough to even repeat my story. But I am. And I do, and I did. And I have no shame. Because all I wanted to do was learn and do. Anyway, let's move on. Did I tell it like that in my book, or does it sound better when I tell it myself?
No, you tell it yourself.
Yeah.
You can feel the hate.
Yeah. The fire and the venom. You know what I'm saying? I see, people now. I'm just like, hey, quickening. But, it's no hugs. What? Please. Tried to do me in.
Now it's time to do them in.
No, I'm bigger than that. I'm not doing anybody in. I'm simply telling a story. How did I even get started on this damn story? Oh, Melba Moore and Dishing the Dirt. And I'd be covering it. And I'm telling the story, and I'd be having nobody co-sign. See, now I run my own room, so when I make eye contact, you all co-sign. Because I'm running my own room. But back then, I wasn't running the room. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking at least if I got 2 minutes to gossip, if I'm saying something, you're at least going to give me a wow. Nothing. Nothing.
What was they doing?
I guess wishing I'd shut the F up and so that, you know what I'm saying? Go in the other room and get the traffic report ready. I'd be like 2 snaps up at the traffic, honey. AAMCO, whatever. I just want to say cool traffic terms. Like there's rubbernecking on the BQE. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Paper delay.
Meanwhile, the BQE is clear as a bell. But I just want to say rubbernecking. It was what it is, and it got me to my destination, I guess. Well, you know, the hate still continues, just a different form.
And this is another thing dude's talking about, but shout out to Tiger Woods for winning the Masters 4 times in a row.
Hi, Tiger. Shout out to you. Shout out to Al Reynolds, Star's husband, for giving me the wittiest moment on the red carpet last night by gracing me with an interview. Star gave him the dagger eyes, and he is definitely under punishment for at least the next 30 days. His credit cards have officially been cut up. Al, I didn't mean to get you. I'm just playing, Al. I didn't mean to get you in trouble, but I knew your wife wasn't going to talk to me, and you were just standing there like, and I know you love attention. You know, based on that Bam Bam costume and Halloween party, I know you like attention, honey. And Al wasn't even flinching. I put the microphone in Al's face, and he said, I can't. He said, I can't. I said, oh, but Al, you must. He said, I can't. I said, Al, well, congratulations on everything. I'm trying to talk low because Star is standing right there and trying to avoid me, but talking about some other media. I worked the red carpet. Oh, God, so much is going on. Hello.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Okay, I just had to call and make a comment.
Okay.
I mean, my God, how ghetto was that?
Well,
Lord.
You know what? It's
that was a complete train wreck.
Yeah, but you want to know what? I mean, past us seeing the obvious, it is very tragic.
And sad, yes.
Because, like I was telling Iceline, how does she expect the industry to treat her with financial respect and moral love when Dirty, God rest the dead, wasn't doing it himself?
True. And then want to blame old dirty bastards for the outcome of the children. He didn't raise those children, did he?
No, Iceline did.
Those are the type of children you don't want your children to associate with. I just wanted to call and say that.
Woman,
oh, my God.
Woman, damn you. Thank you for listening.
Take care, Wendy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so the listening party starts tonight over at Def Jam Music Group. I would love to know what all is going on over there. I mean, if I were them, I would pay the little guy down at the bottom to keep them out. Because the goal is to keep all the money in our cipher. I mean, playing devil's advocate here. Hello, hi.
Hi, Wendy.
I mean, since when is Dame Dashy's back and forth to child court? What does he know? I mean, you understand what I'm saying? How do you expect him to treat somebody else's kids better than his... All right, I'm not saying another word, but you understand. Hi, how are you? Hello?
Hey, Wendy.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
I wanted to tell you about when you was talking about Whitney Houston teeth falling out.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really think her teeth are coming out because she has like a plate. She has like the how would you say, like the Hollywood teeth?
Yeah, she got like veneers or something like that. But you have to keep things like that up, and if you don't keep it up, you know what I mean?
She looks really bad, Wendy. She does.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Look, it's powerful. It's powerful.
Just pray for her daughter,
I mean, when they pray for her, too. She's still a woman who has a chance of getting it together. I don't know about a career in pop music, but she certainly is one of the greatest voices of our time. But to be a woman of that stature, to be dragged away to rehab with her front tooth missing is absolutely, and loose teeth in the rest of her skull is absolutely, I mean, what more can you do except for hang your head and say, damn. I mean,
she was my idol when I was younger. I loved Whitney, and it's just a shame how, people and things and situations can lead you to do things, Yeah,
but for the grace of God, go on. Mm-hmm. All right, thank you for calling.
No problem, Wendy. Love ya.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
Yes.
What the hell? Oh, my God. Wendy, let me just first tell you, I love your show.
Thank you.
First of all. Listen, Wendy, I got laid off today. I come home, I'm about to get depressed. I turn on the radio. I heard the bastards. Guess what, Wendy? You got a girl feeling like I could take on the world now. That's how funny it was. I can't even digest this. I can't even digest this. But you know what, Wendy? every time I turn on the radio, I feel a little bit better because I hear your voice. It's the energy. It's something that's coming from you. I read your 2 books, girl. You got it going on. I just want to tell you that I love you, girl.
Thank you. I wish you well with your job search.
Thank you, sweetheart. And I'll talk to you later.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I guess what probably made her feel better is that, she's out of work, but there's always somebody doing worse. And that serves as a lesson to all of us because we all got messed up stuff going on in our lives. But just when you think there's always somebody doing worse, and there's somebody doing worse than the bastards, too.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
Hello?
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, this is Yolanda from New Jersey.
Hi, Yolanda.
Hi, I want to know why you think Michael's guilty.
Just because I do, Yolanda. I mean, I've said it many times on the show, and you know what? It walks like a duck, talks like a duck, and you know what? I'm slightly tainted because I'm the mother of a son, and I just find his behavior absolutely out of order, and something's going on that is not right.
Well, I'm for one. I say Michael's not guilty because I love Michael. I say he's not guilty. That's his problem. If he likes to drink, that's him.
Yeah, but with underage kids.
But I don't think that he's ranked with underage kids. I believe the kid from, I think it was 92, 93, but this boy Gavin that they're talking about now, he's just complete out of it.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Well, hopefully justice will prevail. In my opinion, even if Michael gets off, I will still think of Michael as somebody who got off like OJ. Do you understand?
Okay.
I mean, but everybody's entitled to their own opinions. That's what I love about the show.
All right.
I love you.
Love you too. I'm listening to your station now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
But you can see what's going to happen. Carlos yoked her up and made her sign that post-nuptial agreement. And she's going to become pregnant by that little Gardner boy. And she's not going to know who the baby's father is. But the Gardner boy and Carlos look similar in the hair and that whole bit. I didn't know Carlos had it in him either. I was like, oof. Go, Carlos. Desperate Housewives. Stay with the class. That was good, Zoe. You were good. You were on it. Britney Spears just announced officially on television she is pregnant. Exactly. Normally there'd be a clap, but Shar, it is now time to sink your teeth back into your man just to get him back, only to leave him on the curb. Break that up now. Do it while she's at her weakest. Look, she got you. So now you get her. And your kids will be paid forever because she'll have to pay spousal support, right? To Kevin. It's just terribly cruel. It all is. It's not Brittany's fault what happened with Kevin and Shar. I was only playing with that. Madame Trousseau, you normally turn it out over there at your wax museum, but I've got to tell you, you did not capture Usher. I have never had to make a bad comment about your wax figures, but the Usher, Madame Trousseau, no. Does that look like Usher? It's popping off at the source.
The body, but not the face.
Yeah, exactly. The face is messed up. The body looks like him. So Kim Osorio, the former editor-in-chief of The Source and the one-time vice president of marketing, Michelle Joyce, everybody, The Source, the hip-hop magazine. For those of you not familiar, The Source is the magazine. If you don't read it, then your kids do. If they don't read that, they're reading XXL. But the point is that it's all in the same vein of they all do the same thing. And The Source is a crucial piece of literature to hip-hop music. So this is very sad to see this unfolding. Apparently, Benzino has stepped down. Let's pool our money, you all. Because you know what's going to happen right now. The Source is now 50% of The Source is available. Maybe we can get 5% of it. Come on, WBLS. We missed out on PAX TV. I know this is the home of oldies R&B and classic soul or something, but everybody here is always like money, right?
Please.
Let's buy it. Oh, gosh. Anyway, here's some of the things that hey, Gwen. Here's some of the things that are outlined in the press release concerning the lawsuit from the girls. Ray Benzino has taken virtually complete control of The Source magazine from Dave Mays and has placed many of his male associates from Boston on the payroll who performed no meaningful work or didn't adhere to any rules, policies, and procedures that all the female employees were required to follow. Well, let me see. In a nutshell, what they're saying is that he brought all of his boys from the hood in Boston down to New York to work at the source, put them on the payroll, and they sat around with their feet up on desks. That sounds normal.
That's what I'm doing right now.
You know what I'm saying? When I got here, I brought all my people in too. Trev Hollywood, he was my intern from 1990. Back when I was doing the traffic and dishing the dirt, as a matter. Shortly after that, I got my own night show, and that's where Trev Hollywood came into play.
Actually, in the morning.
You went.
No, Scale was that night. I came in the morning.
You did?
Yeah.
Then how did I know you?
I didn't meet you till 90. I ain't gonna say the year.
Why not?
Huh?
95?
Give my age away.
94? The point is that that's what you do. You get a good job and you bring good people in.
And kick your feet up like this.
And yeah. Number 2, Ray Benzino and Dave Mays have fired or forced out, have been Benzino's last name is Scott, so that's what they're referring to in here. Scott and Mays have fired or forced out of the company without cause many competent, dedicated, and hardworking female employees and have replaced them with men. Okay. This is, not right. I'm surprised it took so long for somebody to speak up if this is what was going on. Dave Mays yelled and cursed at female executives at the source, whereas he would not treat or talk to male employees. Girls, unfortunately, this is happening on a regular basis everywhere. You know what? And it does take... I'd like to see how this unfolds. Benzino and Dave, I am friends with you, but I'm looking at the overall picture of women and how we get treated in the workplace anyway. Men tend to treat man-on-man arguments better than woman-on-man arguments. But then again, there are a lot of women who coil and, and don't know how to fight like men. You know, you got to leave the tears and the fears and the jitters behind, and we're not raised to do that. So it's all like foreign behavior to us, but we got to learn. If we want to make dollar for dollar what men make, we got to learn. Damn it. Scott and Mays allowed another male employee to openly utter profanity at Ms. Osorio, degrade her and threaten her with physical violence without being punished for his actions. I'm not talking about the source. I'm talking about in general. Men let that happen. These women aren't the only ones going through this, nor will they ever be. It's just women who have the courage to step up or step two. You know what I'm saying? Because you can squash a situation like this without the law. If you while you still have your job. I'm thinking about the NBA player who was slipped the roofie and Richard was put in his mouth and the pictures were taken. Giving a straight up professional to another man. Oh, shut up. I was drinking in the club on Sunday night in Olden, Poloniste, who used to play with the Clippers, came up and was like, Wendy, you talk about a lot of... What is going on in the other room?
I have no idea.
Who are all those people?
I feel like a fish in a fish.
Yeah, I do. Can we pull the blinds or something? Are there any is there something that we can do? Why is Art encouraging by turning on the monitor? Can you act like everything in there is broken? What is going on?
It's cool.
Who are those people?
It's my brother in his class.
That's your brother?
In his class.
Your conservative brother? Oh, all of a sudden you're so proud of Artie, aren't you? Yeah, you got so many things to say about Art and his dumb choice in second careers.
Okay, easy. Let's just do the show.
I'm defending you, Arthur.
Okay, they said this is easy.
Your brother's as great as you are with your Dartmouth education. How you doing? When it all comes down to it, this is what the kids want to see. Isn't that a shame? I know your brother's a very smart man, but when it comes down to it, the kids want to know, what's it like meeting a rapper or whatever? We don't want to talk to you. We want to talk to your brother, Mr. Artie. Right. Yeah. But they were hoping to meet Old Dirt's kids and Iceline.
Oh.
Your brother would have had a field day with that one. Art has a brother who's like one of these pompous Negroes. Oh. Highly intelligent. Is he mad?
I don't think so. He's a Jew.
Yes, he changed his religion. He's Jewish. He damns Art for being a part of this stupid business. Look at your brother, though. Look at your brother. And look who's sweating who at this time. I don't remember you taking a class trip over to his office.
I wouldn't if I had time.
You're so busy with your exciting career sitting front and center for Denzel Washington and whatnot. Take that. How you doing?
Oh, no!
No, I'm just playing. Does he know what that means? I'm just playing.
Yes, he does know what that means.
Then he must listen.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, hello.
No spots?
No, it's not. I'm still talking.
Okay.
But we're talking about the source. Let me see. Sexual harassment was so severe and pervasive that a former managing editor at the source would often hide in her office and avoid walking through the corridor for fear of sexual harassment. Wow. Wrong on one hand, but on the other hand, were you switching? Just asking. You know? Wow. All right. Well, this is very interesting. I'm going to follow the story, the source story. I feel awkward talking about it. I feel more comfortable talking about the broad spectrum of women in the workplace and how this goes on every day. People are still responding to Old Dirty Bastard's family. I can't take it. Silicone, saline, whatever. If you ask me, I say go with the saline because God forbid your boob bursts. Can I just tell you something? I know a woman. A true story, swear to you. Who's got breast implants. No, I don't need that. Thank God they are saline. I'm not going to tell you how the breast burst, but all I'm going to tell you is that one of her breasts, and not funny at all, hit the music.
Oh, my gosh.
One of her breasts recently burst. A whole nother story. I'm not even going into it. She went to she had a double D on this side because she amped up and a flatsy droopy over here. Well, thank God the saline is just water and a little salt. It absorbs into your system. And then you just get your implant redone. I wouldn't get saline.
Is she okay?
If she has the money to replace it. See, that's the whole trick with all this plastic surgery. You got to keep it up like Whitney and the teeth. It's kind of like, when you get certain things done, you know that there's a certain amount of upkeep you've got to do. If you feel any looseness, you got to put the pipe down and go and get taken care of. If you happen to catch a blow in the breast, you gotta go and get it taken care of. And you figure if a set is $7,000, then $3,500 he plays. As a matter of fact, as long as he's in there, he'll probably want to replace both of them. Whatever. You gotta have the money for the upkeep. It's like buying a house and thinking that's it, and you let your lawn grow over and stuff. It's not like a one. All right, damn. Where is this show going? Why is it almost over? Is your brother gone?
No, he'll be leaving shortly.
I don't want to turn around and look at him because that's my Artie. Doggone you. What's his name again?
Louis Pierpont Thomas Berry.
Pompous name too. Why is your name just plain old Artie?
Arthur J. Evans, thank you.
Yeah, that doesn't match Pierpont Pomposity Owitz.
Oh.
Does he date white girls? Exclusively, right? Damn.
No, I didn't say that. I'm putting his business out there.
Oh.
He's a hardworking man.
Well, I see he's got the kids with him. Where are those kids from? Hi, kids. How you doing? He's got inner city youth with him. Mm-hmm.
That's our future.
That is our future. I'm glad that your brother can still see, that the children are our future.
Yes, they are.
Miss Gladys is a mess, though. Did you hear when she called up on the radio station? She told she told Artie the whole church is listening, and he can keep that freak mess right in here. Let's play it for you. We're gonna play it for you, and then we're gonna go into a commercial. All right, everybody.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Artie, you tell Miss Wendy you're not going to run me out of town. I'm staying right here in Philadelphia, and you need to respect that. It was an embarrassment to me. And just because you're a freak, you don't have to let the whole world know it. My church friends are even listening to it now. You need to get that crap together and do what you got to do. I can understand it's your job and all that, but you have to go into detail about all that freaky stuff. How you doing? End of message.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Hey, what's up? This is China Dollar General Hour, and you're listening to Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. Hey!
Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Tyler Perry had success with that one. Now he's got this book coming out called Don't Make a Black Woman Take Her Earrings Off. Medea's uninhibited commentaries on love and life. Vivica, take it away. Take it away.
Put that where? Back there. Put that where? Back there.
Lord. Ashley Stewart, the clothing store, has a new campaign, and Kim Coles and Takara from America's Next Top Model are a part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your girl. You love her. Well, apparently Art has problems. Ashley Stewart's campaign is the on-the-go urban full-figure woman. Does urban mean black? Okay, Ashley Stewart, there's something in here. You're failing us. Why'd you have to go use the U word? Urban means black. That's what white people say when they try to say black. Like I could say, Art's brother is in the other room with 10 urban youths. You know exactly what I'm saying.
That means Negro.
Yes. White people know black people. I thought that was a universal down low word for urban. Yes, sir, I need backup. There is an urban woman screaming at me here at the counter. Ashley Stewart, I don't like this one bit. I'm not co-signing. But it says the new campaign is the on-the-go urban full-figured woman. And to promote it, they've enlisted the helps of 2 spokespeople. The urban comedian Kim Coles. No, they didn't say that, but you might as well. And the urban Takara from Jones from America's Next Top Model. Those 2 are going to be featured in a series of Mother's Day oriented radio. So what are they saying? Urban women, we just pop out babies and eat. I'm trying to twist it. It will go on the air beginning Friday the 15th. Jones and Coles can currently be seen in Ashley Stewart ads running in Essence and Vibe. Oh, it's urban, all right. Mm-hmm. I don't care about the guy from The Apprentice getting busted. Do you? All right, we'll talk about it. Damn. But real quick. Okay, exactly. Who cares? He apparently didn't win. What did he do? All I know is that he's the one that chews tobacco. What more is there to know? He was in Tampa in a casino, and he's one of the 6 remaining. He was drinking. He was spewing profanities. He got bounced. They demanded he cough up the $20 cover charge. Here we go, arguing over $20 again. $20 for the cover charge, $20 for the nails. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Donald Trump giving last year's winner another chance again. Let's talk about that. How about we put a new twist on the Stacey J was walking the red carpet last night, and I looked dead in her face, but she didn't realize that I was plotting on Star Jones, and I could not, Stacy, I couldn't talk to you, because if I talked to you, that was when Star was plotting to run past me as soon as she saw I was busy with somebody else. See, you don't understand how the red carpet game works, Stacy. I wanted to talk to her, we worked together and stuff. She was on The Apprentice, but I also don't have anything to ask her about The Apprentice, because I haven't watched The Apprentice since Kwame. I only know the Stacey J one because I watched the Magic 8 Ball, and then she was on the show, and now we work together. But I'm plotting on Star, and I'm thinking as soon as I start talking to Stacey, Star's going to run past. So I got to leave myself open. So Donald Trump apparently has hired Bill Rancic for another year. Bill says it's been a great year, and I've learned a lot, not only about building, but about life. He's still he's 33 now. He's still calling Donald the mentor, and he plans to continue supervising the construction of the Chicago Trump International Hotel. Yada, yada, yada. In the meantime, Kwame had the CNN carrot dangled in front of him and pulled. And any word on that multi-million-dollar property in Prince George's County? Okay, just asking.
A lot of carrots dangling.
Jennifer Lopez is changing her last name to Anthony because Mark won't have it any other way. Jennifer Anthony. Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez Anthony. Jennifer Lopez Anthony. Jennifer Anthony. Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez Anthony.
Jennifer L. Anthony. J.L. Anthony.
J. Ant. J. Antho? J. La for Lopez Anthony?
No, Mark Lopez.
J. La. Well, she's gearing up to do a major change. It says in the In Touch magazine she's taking on her husband's last name professionally. Mark never liked the whole J-Lo thing. Oh, well, we know how Mark is. Barefoot and pregnant. If he could have it that way, he would love it. Jennifer, I don't understand how you put up with that. I mean, I like, aspects of the old-fashioned thing, but, well, you know what? Whatever works. I'll try my best to call you Jennifer Lopez Anthony. Although I recall saying the same thing about Star. And sometimes I call her Star Jones Reynolds, and sometimes I just call her Star Jones. But now, off the strength of my new friend Al Reynolds, I'll just call her Star Jones Reynolds, and Al, you were come on, man. If you're just turning on your radio, wait until you see my red carpet running with Al. And he was wearing Gucci loafers, and I was 2 seconds off asking him to lift his, because you know what they say about men who wear Gucci loafers with no socks. All right. But I didn't do it because talking with him and speaking with him, we have put that man through enough. It is what it is.
How you doing?
Now let's just get some entertainment value out of it. Poor Al. And I know he got it good because Star, she shot daggers. I said, oh, Al, let's talk. I can't. And he tried to move away. But what he didn't know is that I stand on the red carpet with like 25 or 40 feet of slack on my microphone. So you try to run from me, I'll chase your ass. You know what I'm saying? With the VH1. Like, they can just stand where they are and just zoom in on the chase. I'll chase you. LL Cool J, he walked past real fast. Like, he really has something to hide. Well, like I was going to ask him. I mean, anyway, it all unfolded last night on the red carpet. I know I didn't work yesterday. I took a legitimate day off, but last night was the VH1 Save the Music. Denise Rich started doing the hip-hop lean back. Yeah, the well-appointed white woman socialite who writes the songs. She started leaning back like she wanted to relate. Yo. And she was the only one leaning. I love to just stand and, make him look stupid.
She do it right?
Yeah, all 60 plus. You know what that looks like, all spastic. She was tanned and wrinkled. She looked like Cabana Talk on Mad TV. That's Natalie Cole's good friend. Natalie looked really good. I asked her, were the Gastineau girls really socialites? You know, what the hell's all that about? I love the Gastineau girls, but you're not socialites. Hooker, you married Mark Gastineau, and now you want to be in all the right social circles. It doesn't work like that. You've got, to marry in is one thing, but to be even respected as a socialite, you've got to build something on your own that people legitimately respect, like Leona Helmsley. Because she started out like you, like Kamora Simmons. You're just like Ivana Trump. You've done nothing, and Natalie Cole exposed you. Wow. Natalie didn't know it hit her, though. I go, hi, Natalie. She says, hello. I said, I'm Wendy Williams. She said, Wendy. Oh. I was like, Natalie, calm down. You remind me of my big sister, Wanda. And she really does. Who else did I talk to? David Duchovny. Oh, I asked him about Erykah Badu in the fight with Téa Leoni. Not going to tell you. You'll have to watch the next Wendy Williams is on Fire on VH1, and I don't know when it's going to be on, so don't ask. I ran into Christina Applegate, asked her to take sides. Brad Pitt or whose side is she on? Aniston or Jolie? Oh my gosh, Katie Holmes from Dawson's Creek. So I got the drop. She's messing around with a man way out of her league in terms of gorgeosity. Jeez Louise. First of all, she was engaged at 23 to get married. And I told her, look, you were way too young for that. I'm so glad that you're not engaged. But let me tell you who she's messing around with. Damn, I can't think of the name. Ooh, handsome, young, Olivey. No, he looks better than her. And Katie Holmes is a good-looking girl. She's like zhuzhed herself up to be good-looking. But this guy right here, she's way out of her league. Way out of. It's like Ashley Simpson messing around with Wilmer Valderrama. Wow. He's a fox. Ashley Simpson's a straight dog. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can see he just wants to be with her just to keep his name out there. Because I wasn't checking for Wilmer until he was checking for Lindsay. And now, because I wasn't watching that 70s show. Through dating, now I know who Wilmer is. Through the close-ups, I'll never forget who Wilmer is. Now, you know what I mean? Name me some of these teams. Oh, come on, somebody fax me. Jenny, Becky, fax me. Who's Katie Holmes dating? 866 Wendy fax. John Legend, stellar. He loves the show. John Legend loves the show. He was really good.
He's a friend.
Yeah, he's a friend. I know, but you know how they turn on us as soon as they leave. Although we turn on them as soon as they leave. Sometimes. But he understands, though. I said, look, that first song that you had out, I hated it. I didn't like it. What was it called again?
Used to love you.
Yeah. How did it go again?
La, 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 la.
Oh, holla, holla, holla. Dun, 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 dun. No. No, what turned me on was Ordinary People, and I can hear him sing that 25 different ways and won't get tired of it. And he's got such a great personality. And he stopped and talked. Yeah, he's really nice. Really nice. Kanye West wears Gucci loafers with no socks. Well, that's what this fax says.
I'm surprised.
Dear Wendy, isn't it funny how people scream sexual harassment after they get fired? A man was fired and Kim was fired. Daughter in the office 3 out of 5 days. Brought her daughter in the office 3 out of 5 days. That's not professional. It just killed me. And that's talking about the source. Mark Anthony's last name is Munez, not Anthony. Oh, Jennifer Munez. Jennifer Anthony Munez. Jennifer Lopez. I don't care what you call her. As far as I'm concerned, Jen, now it's time to just drop it all so you don't have to change your name and just keep it J-Lo like. J. Dear Susie John weighing in. He knows about all the socialites. Well, you know what, John? Tell me how socially corrected it was that Denise Rich was leaning back on the red damn carpet telling me that she takes hip-hop dance lessons. I mean, she did everything but hold her hands in the B-boy handstands. Wow. And say, yo, yo, yo. I was like, I don't believe this. And who does that? that. It's not like I was standing there on the red carpet like MC Light. By the way, who scored with the Old Navy commercial. But not popular enough to be seen on it. Light, you still got work to do.
She sounded good on it, though.
She does sound good. But it would be better if she sounded and looked. That's how you know if you have the Hollywood cachet. Kim, you still got it. I'm telling you, do your stretch and come out, and we'll see what happens. Susie John says, I told you about the status of the Gastineau girls way before Natalie called. I know Susie John. Wendy, here's the rest of his facts. When you discuss the revolutionary techniques of NBA hoes, could you please balance your awe at their ingenious way with talking about bad karma and how I know. We always talk about karma, but you've got to... All right, let me just tell you what Susie John's talking about. How long before Mr. Harper comes on?
9 minutes.
Oh.
No, but you got 5 minutes to spot.
Oh, well, that's what I mean.
Oh, 4 minutes.
Oh, well, then we have 4 minutes. All right, look, I'm going to recap a story that Olden... Pulling East. I hosted a party in Los Angeles on Sunday night. It's this fabulous little club called Forbidden City. It was great. After that party, we went to another party. As a matter of fact, I got all my parties all askewed because we had such a great time out there. Once again, a special shout out to Lamar Odom. Just ran up on him at a store in the mall. So Olden Pulling East comes up, right? And he listens on 103 The Beat, which is my Los Angeles radio station. So he's like, Wendy, all that stuff you need to talk about, how some of these, and he was drunk, and I was listening drunkly, or he had been, or we were in a party and the music was loud. I don't know what he was. I never met him before. The point is that he was giving me grist for the mill. He was like, you need to talk about how some of these women set up these NBA players. I'm like, yeah? I said, do tell. Who is this guy? Because I didn't know who is this guy. I said to somebody, and so then they explained, and I was like, okay, what's going on? So he tells me 2 great stories. I'm going to leave you with these thoughts. Then I'm going to go home. Actually, I'm going to go to Henry Bendel. Then I'm going to go home. No, I'm going to go to Henry Bendel. Then I'm going to go for dinner. And then little John invited us to a little party. I'm going to go there tonight, and then I'm going to go home. He tells me this story. All right, 2 of them. The first one is, a woman was giving a professional to one of his NBA colleagues, saved the funky spunk in her mouth, inserted it in herself. Bye, kiddo, take care. All those kids came up with Artie's brother on the transit from Philly. That was nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they all came up from transit. So Artie's brother Lewis is taking them all around. Okay, I'm back. Deposited in her area, became pregnant. It's his baby. Regardless of how she, you know what I'm saying? Saved it. So then there was this thing here on the show earlier today where, the sperm dies as soon as it hits air, so on and so forth. No, it doesn't. And we went to the medical website to find out. Anyway, next story, because I don't have that much time. The other story, and this is perhaps, actually both of them are equally as tragic. This girl, because these rich guys, man, all you got to do is put a girl with, some nice boobs and a big apple bottom, and you can set them up something lovely with her boyfriend laying in the cut to help the setup happen. There's a lot of guys who don't mind their woman having sex with the next man if it's going to bring some bankroll to the house. You see what I'm saying? Ice-T told me about that a long time ago. I'll never forget. It was long before I was working here. I remember he told me, about how, if you really want to set up a man, you put a beautiful woman to do it because men will fall for it. And he's so right about that. Stupid that they are. So, dude is talking to this beautiful girl in the club or wherever. They go back to her place or his place or whatever. She slips the NBA dude the Mickey. He passes out or whatever the Mickey does to you. Her boyfriend enters into the place. I guess maybe he was hiding in the closet or laying in the cut down in the parking lot waiting for her to tap twice on the window and then say, come on up. Boyfriend comes upstairs, sets it up so the NBA player, it looks like the NBA player is giving him a professional, but has his face out of the picture. You see what I'm saying? The girlfriend is over here making with the flickety flicks, taking pictures, Richard laying in the NBA player's mouth. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? got his eyes in the, because when your eyes are closed and the Richard's hanging, it doesn't look like you got a roof here, like you're sleeping. It looks like you're saying, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Look, eyes looking all lusty on the NBA player. Flickety, flickety, flick. Next thing you know, we won $500,000.
They should have put his NBA jersey on, too, at the same time.
NBA player gave it up.
He should have put his jersey on.
Mess around. How do you know he didn't have a championship ring in his hand around the other Jews? I don't know the details, but wouldn't that have been the scandalous one? Take the NBA player's hand, put the ring up like he was really enjoying it. But the professional with the eyes closed, all lusty like, and how about throw down a CD right next to him, the best of Marvin Gaye or something.
And some milk and magnesia stood out like some jizzle.
You know what I'm saying? Shut up. And how about a copy of that particular day's paper happened to be or the newest copy of the source just laying in the cut so that you can't say, oh, that was back in college.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Something recent.
Set him up lovely. Well, they did it. They got $500,000. They came around like most thieves do and wanted the same amount of money again. Finally, the player went to the league and it was all handled there. Look, I got to go, but I always like to leave you all on a high note. So think about those two NBA stories and the Dirty Bastard kids, and we'll be good till tomorrow at 2. Love you for listening today. Bye.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts next.